Hello everybody, my name is Jade Rivera. I am 19 years old and I am a part of and partnering with a company called I Am Academy. This is one of the things that I'm most passionate about. I'm passionate about Jesus. I'm passionate about I Am Mastery Academy. So I just want to tell you a little bit about it. So first, we are a learning and educational platform. So we are teaching you to master the markets, learning simplified, simple, basic, easy trade ideas and steps so that you can learn how to master this market and multiply your money. Though the first thing that we have learned is through an author that there are 4 ways that money flows through the world. Now, the first way is that 60% of people in the world, they work for somebody, so they get paid. They go ahead and they clock into their job, and then they get paid every 2 weeks or every week or whatever. Then 35% of people work for themselves. So they still have to put in hours to work or have to be good at something or have a skill set of some sort in order to make money, but they can definitely navigate their hours differently. And then there's business owners, which in my head, this is how I feel. I feel like if you're a business owner, it's great. You don't have to do as much work. You just have to work very smart. But if the whole thing goes to crap, it's on you. That's my mindset about business owner, but it can be very rewarding. And then there's the 1% of people in the world that are investors. So they have an investor mindset. They think of things as a growing opportunity, and they think of things as seeds, like money is a seed, sowing your time is a seed. And so they think of those types of things. And so they are actually expecting their money to make them money. And the crazy part is that if you really think about this, it makes perfect sense. There are 60% of people that are working for someone, and then 1% of people that are investors, and just up the human food chain. The problem with this is that 95% of the money that's flowing through the world is not equally distributed between these 4 quadrants. There are actually 95% of the market being distributed into 5% of people, which is the business owners and the investors. And so that's why there's so much unbalance and just imbalance in money and the way that businesses run and the way that communities are. You have lower quality. I was looking for that word. You have lower quality produce. It is not what it is. And then you see that there's 5% of the market, and that's being distributed between 95% of the people in the world. 95%, that's 5% of a pie for 95% of another pie, and you're distributing it. Just if you're a visual thinker, just think of that. And then we think that's not fair. And in some sense, you could say that and you could believe that. However, these people work smarter. And so because they work smarter, they have wealth in many areas. Now, how can this change? This can change through this academy. I'm sure that there's many ways that you can change the way that you have income, but this is the way that I've learned. And it all starts with how you talk to yourself. So if you tell yourself you can't do something, you can't do it. I've had a medical condition. We call it AMPS, but it's a long name. I'm not even going to go through that. But for a long time, since I was in the 4th grade, and I'm in my second year of college, and so I've been in pain for a long time, grown people pain. When I see people in pain, I'm like, you're all right. And so if I told myself I couldn't do something, I couldn't do it. I didn't go to school a lot. Yes, I was in pain, but because I told myself I didn't want to, and because I didn't feel like I couldn't do as much as I would have been able to do if my mind was strong enough to tell me no, you can do it. And so really it's just how you talk to yourself. This is where it starts. And our story is simple. We empower people, we build better lives, and we provide solution and opportunity. So have you ever heard of the exchange markets? Now, when you think of the exchange markets, think of trillion, because there's trillions of dollars in the foreign exchange markets, in any exchange market. And when you think of that, think off the top of your head, could you see how many zeros are in a trillion? If you could just visualize it, because if you think of 100, you visualize the 2 zeros. I couldn't think of that off the top of my head, but it's actually 12 zeros. There are 12 zeros in a trillion. Now imagine a $6.6 trillion a day market, because that's what this is. It's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week worldwide, all the time zones, all the places, everything's involved, all the things. And then you don't have to own physical, you don't have to have cash to exchange in this market. You don't have to, like before, you would have to go to the currency exchange booth, give them money, and then them give you money, and then you go to the currency exchange booth another day when the money's like worth a little bit more, and then exchange it out. So you don't have to do all that. This simplifies this to do it technology, because we're in the technology age of the world, and so you don't have to own physical money. Your banks are participating in this, so basically you just go ahead and put money in your savings account. They take the money and then they go and exchange it. They make bank. They're a bank, but they make bank and off of your money, and so this is the opportunity for you to do that. You're learning from people that are like have been doing this for so much longer. Like all of the guessing work, they take it out. They take the emotions, they take the guessing work, they give you what it really is so you can really succeed. This is the foreign exchange market, so you're mastering the foreign exchange market. There's another market, it's growing towards 1 trillion, but that was at the time when I first heard this information about 6 months ago. It's actually grown to $1.7 trillion of a market. It's becoming global forms of payment for purchases everywhere. And this is my presentation right here, so if you see it in my glasses, it's the presentation. But it is becoming global forms of payment. If you go into your Cash App, you can literally invest in Bitcoin right now, which is digital currencies. You can also trade that without having any physical money. You are able to learn and earn on the go. So basically, people are just sending you trade ideas, but they're not just like, hey, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I think I'm really good at it. But it's people that have been in this market for years, studying this intensely, that's their passion, because, they want to make money, so that's their passion. But there's also people that their passion is to learn, so they're focused on the money, but they're also focused on learning it, so they have all the information that you need. You're staying connected, you're getting profits. You could be at work, putting in a trade, making money, making the same amount of money or more that you would in the hour that you're at work, which you're not at work for an hour, but like that first hour that you're there, you could be putting in a trade in the middle. This 1 hour, you're like, man, I'm only making $8 right now, and I just made $30 in the market this hour. It really be like that. There's also the High Frequency Mastery Academy, which is trading binary options. I find that older people usually know what binary options are. I'm 19, so I've never, I don't care to look into it, because there's so much in the foreign exchange market that it's like, for what? But I'm sure maybe as I'm climbing up that it'll pique my interest, probably because I do this presentation all the time. And then there's the Digital Currency Mastery Academy, where you're learning how to master the digital currency markets. Over 100 educators that are teaching you and explaining to you. Sometimes they're calling out trades, and it's happening all around the world at all times. So all the time zones are involved. So there's not really a time that there's not something going. There's not a time that there's not something going on, even if it's not specifically your team, but it's the company itself. There's something happening. For you to be on some kind of live training, and then most of it's recorded. Like if it's with the company, it's recorded, and then if it's with your team, often they'll record it. If you're on my team, often we record it. You have live mentorship, so these people are like caring for you. They're sewing into you. They're believing in you better and more than you believe in yourself, and that's just a fact. There's a bunch of apps that you can use. There's like the 3 original apps that you use, and then there is about 10 extra apps that you can use as add-ons. And how you can start. This is how you can start, because there's the add-ons and then there's the original. So right now, until the end of the month, we have a $199 promo. So you're paying $199. Originally, it's $225 for this starter pack. With anybody else, it's like $10K. It's real, it's steep. And a 19-year-old like me is not sitting around like, hey, I actually have $10K in my pocket. It doesn't work like that. And so it's $199 right now. When I first started, I don't even have $199 in my bank account, in my savings, or in my checkings. I had like $100, and then I was like, Ma, you want to match this? And she was like, sure, I'll match it. So like she sewed into my dreams, which I didn't even know how big this was for me. But with the Platinum Starter Pack, you have the live sessions, you have the harmonic scanner, which is an app that you get base, like it's a base app that they give you, and it's about 80% accurate. And then you pair it with a strategy that you learn, and it's about 97% accurate. That's with trading, man, you'll learn that that's a good percentage. And then there's the Elite Starter Pack, which is $325, and you get all the apps. Or as you have the Platinum Starter Pack, which is the one that I have. I love the Platinum Starter Pack. I love the easy, simple, basic form of the information. You can do add-ons, so it's like $20 more for this one add-on and just stuff like that. You can get this for free. I think that's the craziest part. You can get this information for free by having conversations that you already have. So I watched Frozen 2. I went with my boyfriend and his cousin. And I loved Frozen 2. I was literally like, and then I had to pee really bad, so I had to bounce, and I was like, tell me what happened. And then I was like, wait, no, don't tell me what happened, because I have to watch it. But it was so good. So I tell people, like, watch Frozen 2. And I would recommend to you, whoever's watching this, watch Frozen 2. But I'm not getting any money from that. Which I'm going to still tell you watch Frozen 2, because I like Frozen 2. But I don't get any compensation. I don't get any money for telling you that it's a good movie. When you go and see it, it benefits me none. We might have a short conversation that was pretty cool, and then that's it. Nothing else changes. But when you have these conversations about how this is changing your life, you have 2 really effective conversations, and these people decide, no, I find value in this and I want to sign up, then you're free. That's it. You have this information for free. You're not paying a monthly, because the monthly, when you have the Platinum Starter Pack, is $164 a month, which for some people, you're like, $164, but I'm 19, guys, remember. So I'm not like 164. And so you get this information for free. As long as those 2 people are active, you're active for free. But you can also continue to build. So it doesn't stop at just free. This company, I think it's so cool. This company doesn't make huge commercials. They don't make huge commercials to where it's like putting a billboard on iDrive, or putting a billboard on whatever streets are in other states. I'm in Florida. Putting a billboard on Redbug Lake Road, and like they don't do that. They don't make commercials that are going on YouTube. Man, when you start trading, you get the most annoying ads on like YouTube. I'm sitting here just trying to listen to worship music, trying to like decompress, and they're like, if your trading plan, and I'm like, all right. When I feel like I'm being yelled at too. I already traded, thank you very much. It's so frustrating. But they don't do that. They don't put out these ads. They put the money back into their customers. And then their customers then become business owners because of the company. The compensation plan goes like this. I'm going to go through it real fast. First, if you refer somebody with the Platinum Starter Pack, you get a $35 bonus. Somebody with the Elite Starter Pack, $50 bonus. Then you have 3 people. Then you can no longer have more legs. You then have your 3 legs, like a little baby deer, but you only are allowed to have 3 legs. And you're stable, it's fine. And then those people then want to be 2 and free, because we want to be 2 and free. So now it's $10 and $12, like $10 if they promote the Platinum Starter Pack and somebody really likes it, or $12 if somebody wants the Elite Starter Pack, and then $5 to $7 on that 3rd generation. Now, those are just the bonuses, like good job, you did great. But then there is the ranks. So once you've got 3 people, it's Platinum, $150, $37, 50 cents a week. I'm here for it. Because, I mean, I don't know, if you're like a grown adult, maybe that doesn't sound a lot to you. But if you think of $37.50 being multiplied, I think as like a old head, you would probably think like, no, yeah, that is that's good. You're multiplying that. As an older person, you probably think, well, you're multiplying that money. So, I mean, logically, you're multiplying it. So 3750 is not bad at all. Then you can rank up to Platinum 600. You then have 12 people, which is not 12 legs. It's not 12 conversations you had and somebody wanted to sign up. It's 3 legs. And then they was like, I'm trying to get free and I'm trying to get paid. So you just continue to multiply. The money multiplies, the business multiplies. You have 12 people, you're getting $150 a month, $600, $150 a week, $600 a month. Then Platinum 1000, 30 people, $250 a week, $1,000 a month. Then Platinum 5000, 225 people, $1,250 a week. You don't need anything else than that. You don't need anything other than that. However, you can get more because you probably want, when you're in that kind of success, you have momentum. You're like, no, I'm getting more. And you're multiplying it. So then there's Chairman 10, 500 people, $2,500 a week. Chairman 25, $1,250 in humans. So 1,250 humans in your organization. $6,250. And then you've got Chairman 50, which is 2,500 people, $12,500 a week. Chairman 100, 5,000 people, $25,000 a week. Chairman 250, 15,000 people, $62,500 a week. Chairman 500, 30,000 people, $125,000 a week. That's it. Disclaimer, we don't invest your money. Disclaimer, your trade, you take your trade, that's it. 7 days, if you hate it, you can get your money back. And then, that's it. You're investing your money. Your money doesn't go to me at all. Money doesn't go to you at all. Like, if somebody signs up with you, it doesn't go to you. You get a bonus from the company. So you pay for your education. It goes straight to your education. But I don't get your money, at all. That would be what? A pyramid scheme. Which is what people think this is anyway. So now what will you become with this information? There's few people that listen to this. Hey, I'm ready to get started right now. All right, talk to either me or whoever sent you here. I feel like I need some questions answered, but I would start if I had those questions answered. Go ahead and get those questions answered by either me or the person that sent you here. Then there's another person that's like, not really here for it, but I know somebody that could or would be interested. Don't stop me from succeeding. Don't stop them from succeeding. Tell them about it. And honestly, if you think I don't want to do it, but I have a friend that would do it, I'll tell them about it. You're already building the business. Why not start the business? So that's all that I have for you guys today. That is the presentation. Short and sweet. I'm 19 years old. My name is Jade Rivera, and I have enjoyed my time. I hope you did too.